If GM wants the Denali to succeed, here's what they're gonna have to do. There was a time when the Denali was untouchable, but then came the AT4 and now Denali Ultimate. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on what GM should do to bring the spark back to the regular Denali. I borrowed this truck from Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. If you would like to purchase it, it is available. As a matter of fact, they have a ton of Denalis available here for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker. At the very top is the description. Denali Ultimate, this is a 3500 one-ton, white frost tri-coat, and then here is the powertrain. Now, here is a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause it to see more. Base price on a Denali is $75,400. Now, Duramax is right there. This does have the Denali Reserve package, which gives you the technology package. That white paint is $1,095, and you guys saw that it's had the body color wheel arches, or maybe you didn't, but I'll show it to you in a second. Gooseneck prep package, few other things there, and Destination's $1995 with a total price of $92,220. Now, obviously 92 grand is a lot of money. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. But when you look at 2022 and 2023 Denali pricing, I feel as though this truck is in line with inflation, especially when you compare it to a Ford or a Ram in pricing. Now, with the Denali, I like this trim because up front, painted bumpers, front parking sensors, forward-facing camera, which is the 360 camera. It also has a sprayer to clean the camera off. LED headlights and fog lights, all that stuff comes standard. So if you want painted bumpers, it's already there for you. So if you get a base model Denali with a gas engine, you can get it for under 80 grand. Actually, you can get it under $76,000. So this is a really good bargain with the gas engine, in my opinion, because they did put the 10-speed behind it for 2024. Now, as you guys see, a lot of chrome. So if you don't like chrome, well, they give you chrome. Chrome recovery hooks, this trim piece here, the grille, even an accent on the hood scoop right there. Off to the side, you have these 20-inch wheels, which come standard. They are wrapped in a Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner AT. They do give you a lot of black accents. It's like a machined face with black in the center of the spokes. I couldn't think of the word. Some of your badging with your engine block heater. Rancho shocks, and you guys see that this does have a fabric material, independent front suspension. These fixed running boards do come standard too, and a little bit of chrome around the mirrors and on some of your badging here. Door handles have chrome, smart key system only on the front doors. But when you step back, you have to admit that paint is just beautiful. Wow. Here's a better look at it right here. That is just a pretty paint. That's why you pay so much for it, because it's a tri-coat too. Now, GM does have the biggest beds, 6'10", 36-gallon fuel tank, 7-gallon DEF. You have the steps on the front and rear of the bed on the bumper right there. And then check out your suspension. 5 leaves in the main pack, including that leaf here. This is a helper spring, and then you have 2 overloads. Also, wax coating on the frame. Wheel liner out back. Now, I don't normally care about these clearance lights here, but when you get the painted wheel arches, I would rather have those blacked out or maybe even color matched. But yes, out back, full LED tail lights. They have a nice design to them. Painted bumpers with the parking sensors, class 5 receiving hitch. You also have the 2 camera inputs for your trailer if you need to see inside or outside of it. 7-pin here, and as you guys know, multi-pro tailgate comes standard. Now, out back, the spare tire is like a donut style, 342 rear end, and that does have an automatic locker, backup camera, and a light. And then this breaks into a step. You guys saw in the window sticker you had these lights added. 5th wheel prep package. They do put that slightly behind the axle. 4 and 7 pin, and they do stamp Denali right there. By the way, did you guys know that this spray-in is standard on this truck? Ford and Ram don't do that. I'm not sure if you guys could tell, you do have 2 cameras at the very top there, one for bed view, one for the rear view mirror, which is a 4K camera. And real quickly, look at those mountains. Oof, that is beautiful right there. Now let's go ahead and talk about the powertrain, and then I'll move into my point of what GM should do with the Denali for 2025. Now earlier I discussed a gas engine which is known as the L8T. 6.6 liter displacement, V8, 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque, 373 rear cones on that standard, and it's the only one you can get. Also 10-speed Allison was added for 2024. Now this is the Duramax, this is the L5P Gen 2. It's gonna have 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed stamp-approved Allison, 342 rear as I said. Now what's cool about this engine is they did some updates to it, which is why it's Gen 2, but it also has Denso, fuel pump, and injector. So I think this is a really good, reliable option. And some people ask me this question to this day. Do I still like my Duramax over my Cummins? For what I do now, I don't travel full-time on my RV. I love my Duramax. I think that the only thing that it lacks is the exhaust brake, but this is a really good bargain because I feel as though this truck gets decent fuel economy. I've seen numbers on average on my AT4X, which is a 2500 diesel. I see about 14 to 15, and I do a little bit of city driving. I need to stop doing that with my diesel, but lately I've just been lazy. So if you're on the highway more, you can get like 17 to 18. And I'm climbing some grades out here in Utah, with that being said. If GM wants the Denali to succeed, here's what they're gonna have to do. Back in 2023, and I believe 2022, they had a black diamond option package for the Denali. Now, I will say it was a very lazy package because all they did was just give you black wheels. That's it. And the rest of the truck was pretty much chrome. But because of the Denali Ultimate and the AT4, they could go back to the parts bin and maybe add some of the trimming from those trucks to this one. Now, obviously with the Ultimate, you do get massage seats and you have real leather seats. You don't have to do that with this truck. All they need to do is just get rid of most of the chrome on this pickup truck. I think that a lot of people would consider this one at the price point if they had it without chrome. But most guys that I talk to about this specific truck, they don't like the wheels and they don't like the chrome. So they need to bring back the black diamond package, get rid of all the chrome, and give it a different wheel design. And I think that that would really help the Denali buyers, because again, not everyone cares about the massage function on the seats. No one really cares about the extra speakers in the Denali Ultimate. So that would be a huge help for them to sell more trucks. Now, as far as the interior goes, I like the interior. There's nothing they need to do. On the door, you have so much soft touch compared to Ford and Ram, it's not even funny. Even down in this pocket here, all this is finished in the leather trimming, all the way down in here too. Your kick plates right here is nice and low, 10-way including your lumbar, tilt and telescoping steering wheel, although I would like to see a power because that's what Ford gives. You have your drive modes, your full drive system, and your lighting's right there. Heads-up display, that is an option by the way. You see your grab handle, and then your seat memories. You can extend the mirrors with tow mode and power fold them. Stepping in is very easy with these running boards. And you have the largest screen in the segment currently. Now, as far as this screen goes, fully digital, and I like the layout. It's nice. It just needs more information. So for 2025, you guys ready for this? I said I was gonna be saying this a lot. Let me go ahead and buckle my seatbelt. In this screen, you can pretty much change the layout. So I normally go with the progressive. I like the progressive the best. And it just changes the design of it, right? But here's what they need to do. You see where it says lower gauges? You can do maximum information. So you guys see, you have your coolant right there on the left side. You have your oil pressure. Yep, that's oil pressure, battery voltage, and then you have your fuel. That ain't enough information. Now, if you go to the info pages, you can take away and add stuff. So if you put your transmission fluid in there, actually I'm just gonna add everything so you guys can just see it really quickly. All right, so let's go back. So this is the first one. So the speed, you have your drive summary, trip 1 and 2, timer, tire pressure, fuel economy, Also driver assistance, oil life. I don't have all this stuff in mind. Brake pad life, air filter life, fuel filter life, trailer brake, off-road, engine hours, transmission fluid. So this truck shows 144 degrees, 145. I love seeing numbers. Now you can actually add the transmission temperature on the side here. You can put your tire pressure on that side, so you can really customize this screen. But I like to see all the temperatures. I like to see the boost, pressure, all that stuff. They don't show anything, and for 2025 I hope they add that. That will be a game changer for them. Heads-up display needs to have the time in here, also the temperature for the outside. They don't show that type of information, but Ford does. Ford copied them on the heads-up display, and now it's time for them to step up. Here's that 4K camera, and GM does have the best cameras in the business. They have this menu down here. It's very easy to use. If you want to see your bed view, it's on this page here. If you want the line, it's right there. And yeah, even for these camera views, very nice. They have this bird's eye view. If you want to turn off the bird's eye view on the left side, you can do that. Very easy. Theirs is the best. Dual climate control, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel button is right here. And the layout in this interior is the best. It's clean, it's simple, it's very easy to use. This screen here, very simple. If you want to take something out of this menu, you can do that. If you want to add something back in there, very easy to do. You can move things around inside of here too. If you have to click it and hold it like that. You have the dual screen on this side. Their tire pressure monitoring system is very easy. Again, I'm a huge fan of GM. They've done a great job. Even where they added the wireless charger is nice. They have two USBs here, 120 volt plug there, and then here is that removable tray, and it is illuminated inside of here. On this side, you guys can see the wood trim piece. It goes from black to light brown, really nice. Down here, let's just hop on the side real quickly. You guys can see right there, it shows you the cargo weight rating for a truck camper. So if you want to put a camper in the bed, 2,956 pounds. You can get a camper package too, which gives you an upgraded axle rating up front. Out back, 60/40 bench, a little bit of storage on both sides. Your armrest is right here. Now, here's something else they need to do for 2025. They need to add a 120 volt plug out back. I normally charge things in my truck out back, and so I would rather have them put one back here. But outboard heated seats, USBs, cup holders right there. This is a nice truck. You do have the sunroof. I think I mentioned that was an option, right? And then LED lighting for the interior. Let's check out the payload. Down below, you guys will see the numbers on the door. Gross axle ratings, 5,600 pounds up front. The rear is 7,250. 12.1 is the gross vehicle weight rating, 20 by 8.5 wide wheels. 3,706 pounds of payload, 20,000 pound conventional, and then Gooseneck is 21.6, 30,000 pound gross combined weight rating. This truck weighs 8,394 pounds on the curb. So I did a video on what TFL discussed about an 8.3 liter Duramax. That would be a very heavy engine. I don't think they'll do it, but if they did, they would have to raise that gross vehicle weight rating because they'll take up some of your payload for sure. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. I do post quite a bit, and I do pretty much every domestic brand. I probably should do some more other brands like outside of American, but I just love American cars, so it's kind of hard to. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comment section. See you guys soon.